Self-styled amateur journalist in the UK is claiming that police are not doing enough over the death threats she's received for her controversial comments. Janaya Vanessa English even claims she's felt threatened by officers themselves over her opinions on sensitive subjects, particularly Islam.
Now, the first time I reported these threats, nothing happened. And the second time I reported these death threats, I was no more successful than the first. Except the second time was actually worse because I spoke directly to a superintendent who straight up refused to do anything because she said, and she used this phrase, inciting racial hatred. And she essentially threatened me in the very first message and said, what do you want us to do because you're committing an offence also?
Well, this is an email allegedly received by Janaya from Greater Manchester Police. In it, she's warned of consequences resulting from comments she's made online. Janaya was also told to consider the freedom of expression of others, and without any details of those said to her harassing her, there'd be no investigation. In the end, she was advised not to post anything likely to cause offence. We asked Greater Manchester Police to comment. It said an investigation is under review and hopes to contact Janaya shortly. So we put the issue of whether internet users have become too sensitive to debate certain topics. Well, here it is.
Well, actually, I know Janaya personally, and I see her ask questions. Sometimes they're uncomfortable questions. Sometimes they're questions people don't particularly want to answer. I'm an atheist. I criticise Christianity, I criticise Judaism, I criticise Islam. I will criticise any faith. But it's only when Islam is criticised that suddenly it's hate speech.
We have rules about freedom of expression, freedom of belief and freedom of conscience. However, there are limits to those rules. It's very dangerous to draw some kind of moral equivalence between people who are fascists or neo-Nazis and are spreading and inciting violence or hate preaching. When people behave like that, they should be prosecuted to the maximum extent of the law. So everybody has to suffer the consequences.
Freedom of speech means that, yes, sometimes somebody might say something that could offend you. She has a right to an opinion. Nobody, and I mean nobody, has the right to put a death threat on anybody for any reason because they were offended by an opinion.
Do you agree if somebody's speech, Tony, bear with me, do you agree that if somebody's speech crosses the line into hatred, inciting hatred or harassment, or is racist, or sexist or anti-Semitic, do you agree that these people should be prosecuted to the absolute maximum extent of the law, and it's against British and English values?
I believe in free speech, including yours, even though I don't agree with your opinion.
Tony,
and some of what you have said about keeping slavery. So long as they're treated okay, offended
on
me.
hate speech.
Do I think you crossed the line? Yes, I do. Do I think you should be prosecuted because of your opinion? No, I don't. Death threats are never acceptable, never excusable, and are far worse than any mean words, because words don't kill. Actions do, and death threats can be carried out.